You're not going to shut up, and you're not going to go away. You're going to stand up for the Constitution. We're going to do what's right. Thank you all for being here. And now, let me bring up a great partner of mine from Maryland in the United States Senate, somebody who's been working very hard to protect federal employees, protect the important services they provide to the American people, and protect our health care. That is Angela Alsobrooks.
Good afternoon. Privileged to be here with the senior senator from the state of Maryland, my great partner, Chris Van Hollen. And I am especially proud to stand today with our federal employees. I'm reminded during a time like this, I think about my grandmother. Her name was Sarah Daisy, and she was a very, very proud federal employee. And in fact, she wanted so much to be a federal employee. She at one point was a housekeeper. Worked in hotels in and around D.C., but my father told me that it was her dream to work in the federal government. And in those days, it required a civil servant's exam and a typing test. And my grandmother couldn't afford a typewriter and didn't know how to type. And so he told me that she put a white piece of paper, taped it on the refrigerator in their kitchen in their one-bedroom apartment, and stood every evening after her shift working as a housekeeper, stood in front of the refrigerator, taught herself the keystrokes to take that typing test until she passed her exam and got herself a job in the federal government. Now, Sarah Daisy, like so many other federal employees, represents, in my opinion, the best of our country. The patriots who come to work every single day, like the ones I stand today with, the ones I've had the chance to meet over the last several months, and the men and women who work inside our government have shown up, and they don't care who the president is. They are there to serve the American people. They have served Republican presidents, they have served Democratic presidents, but they are there nonetheless because they show up every day under all kinds of circumstances to represent the American people. And those are the very individuals that this administration has chosen to target. The witch hunt against federal employees in this country is a stain that will stick to our country for generations to come. I know them well because they are my constituents. It is the case that quite literally, Maryland is the proud home to the largest share of federal employees in the country. And it is my great privilege to represent them. And how sad and disgusting it has been, as you've heard Senator Van Hollen say, that it's been the aim of this administration from day one. They have a plan, and they are acting out the plan. You heard Russell Vought say he wanted federal employees to feel so traumatized that they would not want to come to work each day. And I want us to all be clear what this is all about. It is about attacking our federal employees, but it is also that Donald Trump cares less and could care less, not only about hardworking Americans, but about the middle class and the working class in this country. And it is right now what the audacity of him right now, the Jedi mind trick, to pretend after they have the keys to the kingdom, to the House, to the Senate, they control the White House, and right now they bear responsibility for a shutdown. If it occurs, it will occur on his watch and at the behest of the people who right now have control of the House, of the Senate, and of the White House. And why is this? We all understand why it is, but I can tell you what is not happening. All of the lies that have been told, the lie that includes the fact that they would somehow bring down the cost of groceries. They said they would bring down the cost of living, that the cost of goods would become more affordable, that they would bring down the cost of housing. None of this has happened. But instead what has happened is that he has more and more taken away the lives and livelihood of Americans, and this is yet another effort to do that. So I stand with our federal employees. We are here to stand together to also insist that this whole process of taking away insurance from Americans, that we will no longer allow this to happen. We've seen already the cuts to Medicaid that will take effect. As you've heard Senator Van Hollen say, beginning next week, Americans can expect to receive notices that will indicate that their insurance premiums will go up as far as 20%. And so this attack on the American people really has to stop. And I am standing again with all of our federal employees. It's the reason that I have introduced legislation along with my colleague, Congresswoman Sarah Elfreth, I introduced the Help Feds Act, which would ensure that federal workers don't have to worry about being compensated for their work. It would compel the states to provide unemployment compensation benefits to federal employees during a government shutdown. I believe, yes, our federal employees deserve so much better than they've gotten. Our essential workers have proven how important they are to all of us, and they should not have to suffer because of an administration that cannot get out of their own way. So I'll keep fighting for you, and I ask that all of you keep fighting too, and we will win. Thank you so much.